Ba-na-na-na-na-na. Hey, ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, welcome to Stump the Idiot. I am the huge one, aka the idiot, Dave Koco from DAVKoco.com. And I'm with my tag team partner of the Idiot Express, Boom Boom. This is coming from the Idiot MVP. Put that on your resume. Golden Star Alex, Stump the Idiot. How will you remember Triple H's NXT? Oh, baby. I'll go first. Booms, if you don't mind.
I'll go right ahead.
I'll remember it just... Oh, how do I word this? This is how perfect Vince McMahon is at evil. It gave us hope. He took that hope away. It was like, no, this is what we want wrestling. How often do we say if NXT is the future, fast forward to now? NXT loses to AEW. Triple H has heart problems, and bam. But it was what we wanted WWE to be. If NXT was the main product, Triple H's NXT was the main product, me and Boom Boom would be WWE fans. We'd just be WWE fans. It was amazing. It was everything we fucking wanted. It was the best of both worlds. It is great. But I'm going to remember it as Vince McMahon being pure fucking evil. Because just like ECW, just like WCW, he has to ruin it. NXT 2.0 could have been named anything. Because here's the thing. When you go, it's like kind of like remaking a movie and making it shitty. All right? Ghostbusters. But it's like making a movie and then you have to say, oh, I like all the Indiana Jones, but not the fourth one. Even though the fourth one, not as bad as people say it is. I like all the Ghostbusters except the women one. I like all the Ninja Turtles except the Michael Bay one. I like all the Transformers except the Michael Bay one. I like Life except the Michael Bay one. You know, they had to have fucking ruined it. You had something beautiful. It was hope. It was determination. It was pro wrestling. It was best of WWE, the best of the indies. It was beautiful. It gave us hope that one day NXT will be great. But Vince didn't fucking rebrand it and call it Vince McMahon's Ballsack Adventures. He didn't name it anything. He called it NXT 2.0. And it waters down something fucking beautiful and ruins it. Because now you're like, oh, well, I like NXT, but I like NXT. Like, that's the thing about Lucha Underground. You'd be like, nah, I like all of Lucha Underground. You know, some people are like, it faded off during the season. But it was never someone that went out of its way to destroy what the fucking letters stood for. You know, and granted, they also had that stupid ass game show. So it's a sandwich between two Vince McMahon balls. It is like you have the greatest fucking product in the world that we can support, love, and fucking get behind. And then you got Vince McMahon's one ball, that was the contest. And then you have his other ball, which is 2.0, and it's just a bunch of hot dudes fucking rubbing oil on each other. But for that one moment between the balls was one fucking amazing product that they cared about pro wrestling, that it was enjoyable, and that's the one thing. I'm happy that AEW's here. I'm happy there's competition, but Vince McMahon had his excuse to fight. Because, like, how many times would we watch both and be like, oh my God, why ain't the NXT pay-per-views always were better than the WWE pay-per-views? Enough fucking said. Every fucking time. Every person that gave a fuck about anything but goddamn entrances and masturbation to fucking bodybuilders. Anyone that fucking did not fit into that goddamn category fucking knew NXT was better. And they had to fucking ruin it with Vince McMahon's giant goddamn grapefruit squishing it. So now when you're like, I like NXT, but no, you know, not the game show and not Vince McMahon's vision of it. And it's just like, you know what? I'm fucking done. I'm fucking done with this goddamn company. You had something fucking beautiful and you ruined it because fuck you. That's why. And none of that, but Vince McMahon always saw NXT as competition. You would be amazing at NXT, and then you'd be Nakamura. You'd be amazing at NXT, then you'd be Ricochet. You'd be amazing at NXT, then you'd be Samoa Joe. How many guys were amazing at NXT and went? And then people like, WWE fans are like, oh, I can't believe people are jumping ship. I can. You're a fucking idiot if you stay. Unless you have no talent and you fucking look beautiful, you're a fucking moron for staying. Sami Zayn? Sami Zayn, you're a fucking moron. Yeah, you're always going to represent fucking what we love. And the problem is Vince McMahon hates that. So all your hard work is so that some fucking jacked up fucking 82-year-old can fucking masturbate when you lose. That is your fucking job. Owens, that is your job. NXT would always be something special, and Vince McMahon has to ruin fucking anything that is beautiful. And that's what he did. That's what he fucking did. I'll remember it as something great ruined by WWE. But then, Jesus Christ, you could say that about anything. I like apple pie. I read apple pie is great until WWE fucking ruined it. Booms, I didn't think I was going to get that passionate. Hot tag to you. How will you remember Triple H's NXT? Is it a ball sandwich?
I'm going to remember it fondly. I'm going to remember it the same way that I remember Paul Heyman's ECW as well as Lucha Underground. It was good for when it was there and why it lasted, and they can't take that away. WWE cannot take away history. I mean, you can go back in the archives and watch that show. It was just amazing how NXT was put together. It went from being just a lame game show that debuted, Bryan Danielson in the WWE to an actual promotion. It worked because they had a booker and they had good trainers. I mean, William Regal was a hell of a trainer, so everybody in that ring was competent. They focused on storytelling. They focused on wrestling, perfecting their craft, and it just kept growing and growing. And they could find ways to make things work. Bo Dallas was somebody who they made him a champion. Now, of course, when he went up to the main roster, he flopped. And some other people went up flop, but it wasn't their fault, and that's a different conversation for a different day. But they found a way to make it work. They found, or they took people who were on WWE's main roster, brought them down to help out, and made them seem bigger than what they were. I mean, look at Tyson Kidd. He was just half of a tag team, the Hart Dynasty. They put him down there. They realized, wait a minute, people are, you know what, we'll turn him heel. And I remember that he wrestled in that 4-way for the NXT Championship, and there was some conversation like, son of a bitch, this guy could probably win the whole damn thing. So they found ways to make things work. It became, the fans the hardcore fans, they finally found their niche. I mean, hell, I got a subscription to the WWE Network just to watch that show. And then when it moved to the USA Network, I was like, wow, this is amazing. I loved watching the pay-per-views. I always felt like that outshined the main roster. And, just when it went down, from what it was to what it is now, it just really wasn't anybody's fault. I mean, it just happened. They just decided to change, just one guy decided, okay, we're going to change direction. But to quote the words of the great philosopher Dr. Seuss, don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened. So I'm not going to cry that NXT is no longer what it used to be, but I'm going to smile because I have a lot of fond memories of that promotion. They had some great matches. I mean, they brought in Nakamura. They brought in Sami Zayn. They brought in Kevin Owens. They brought in Finn Balor. I mean, they really gave a lot of these independent stars a platform, like a foothold in the United States. So that way, when they came up to the big roster, I mean, they seemed bigger than what they would have been had they just come in cold. So I'm going to remember NXT fondly, and no one can take that away from me.
All right. First off, I muted my mic because I was fucking making sad noises. Boom, you're a professional. I muted my mic and I was like, oh, burp. And I was like, scratch my balls. And I was like, oh shit, I didn't mute. Boom, boom, boom. Could you hear my fucking loud ass noisy house? You're a true fucking professional. Oh, really? Oh, okay.
I couldn't hear anything.
All right, good. Because I forgot to unmute you. So the audience couldn't hear me. And I was like, burp, scratch. Bears walking around the house crashing shit. And you're fucking cool as a cucumber. I'm like, damn, boom, fucking professional.
Well, maybe it was going on. I just didn't pay any attention to it.
You're a professional, boom.
I'm a professional.
Damn. Guys, give a like, comment, subscribe just for that. Tell Boom Boom he's a goddamn professional. Yeah, overall, thank you. But here's the thing. Maybe am I being too negative? NXT going to NXT 2.0. First off, shouldn't it be 3.0? And let's be honest, shouldn't be NXT 3.0. But with the AJ Styles Nakamura Mania match and this and them going to NXT 2.0, I just feel like as a professional wrestling fan, the WWE product will never be for me. And I think like every day it's like another straw breaks, you know what I mean? You're like, I won't watch WWE, but I'll watch NXT. And they're like, yeah, fuck you, Koco.
And I think this is something we maybe, men of our age need to accept is just sometimes things are not made for us. It's, I mean, listen to the radio. I mean, back when we were kids, we used to have our favorite radio station played our favorite stuff. And then, fast forward to today, is that radio station still playing stuff that we like? Probably not. But it's not made for us. We're not supposed to get it.
Yeah.
And WWE is not made for us. I guess we're not supposed to get it.
But who is it made for? Because in the demographics, the key demographics, AEW is beating them. Who is it made for? It's made for one billionaire named Vince McMahon. And who knows if he's still a billionaire. I mean, because who's it for? If it's not for us old fucks, and the young fucks ain't watching it, who's it for? Maybe that should be... If maybe that's what we should ask WWE. Who the fuck is this for? Whose product is it for? But my thing is, they'll just find a demographic that's like, well, people that are left-handed at the age of 68 watch us more than anything. Like fucking left-handed 68-year-old people. Anyway, Booms. I missed Triple H's NXT. And who knows? Maybe it'll be remembered fondly. And who knows? Maybe we and you should watch it NXT 2.0 one day and review it. That's what we'll do maybe after April 1st. Yeah, but the black and gold will always have a special spot in my heart. And I'm glad that a lot of people are leaving. And hopefully more people leave. Because here's the thing. I just want like a product that's fun to watch. And one that other people like. Like, I know there's the WWE AEW thing, but I kind of want the products to be completely different. Like, okay, you don't want fucking great wrestlers? We'll take them. All right, we'll give you fucking JR and fucking Matt Hardy. There you go. You know what I mean? But there you go. All right, did I say like, comment, subscribe, boom, boom? I don't know if I have.
Yeah, you did. Yeah,
boys, like, comment, subscribe. All right, Booms. I'll see you in a second. With that, I am over. Hey, ba-dum, bum, bum,